At some point in your life, you've probably gotten a blood test back with a letter and a number on it. A positive, O negative, B positive. Your doctor mentioned it, you nodded, and you forgot about it 5 minutes later. But that one letter isn't just paperwork. It's a piece of biological code that can shape your risk of heart disease, cancer, even how hard a virus like COVID hits you. Today, I'm going to break down what most doctors never have time to explain in a 10-minute appointment. Most people think blood type only matters in one situation: surgery or a transfusion. As long as donor and recipient match, that's it. That's not the full picture. Over the last 15 years, thousands of studies have linked blood type to immune response, blood clotting, even the makeup of your gut bacteria. Why? Because your blood type isn't just a marker on red blood cells. It shows up on the surface of nearly every cell in your body. Your gut lining, your lungs, the walls of your blood vessels. Type O is the oldest and most common blood type. Evolutionarily, it's widely believed to be the blood type of the earliest modern humans, long before agriculture and large civilizations appeared. Even today, it's the most common blood type in many parts of the world. Here's the good news. People with type O tend to have a roughly 20 to 25% lower risk of cardiovascular disease compared to other blood types. Their blood naturally contains lower levels of certain clotting factors, making dangerous blood clots less likely to form. But it's not all good news. Type O is linked to a higher rate of stomach ulcers and issues tied to the bacteria H. pylori. This bacterium appears to attach more easily to the stomach lining of people with type O, increasing the risk of ulcers over time if left untreated. So, if you have type O, your heart may thank you, but your stomach deserves extra attention. Regular checkups, good digestive health, and early testing for H. pylori can make a big difference. Type A is the opposite in one key way. It clots more easily. That's useful if you're injured, because it can help stop bleeding faster. But in everyday life, it also increases the likelihood of unwanted blood clots, which can raise the risk of stroke and other cardiovascular problems. Studies have found that people with type A carry roughly a 20% higher risk of stomach cancer. Researchers believe this may be related to differences in how the immune system recognizes abnormal cells, as well as the way certain bacteria interact with the stomach lining. Interestingly, type A has also been associated with a slightly higher risk of heart disease, partly because people with this blood type tend to have higher levels of von Willebrand factor, a protein that makes blood clot more easily. So if you have type A, paying extra attention to heart health, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and keeping up with recommended screenings can make a meaningful difference over time. Type B is one of the least studied blood types statistically, mostly because it's relatively uncommon worldwide. It's found most frequently in Central Asia, parts of India, and some East Asian populations, making its global distribution quite unique. On the positive side, some research suggests that people with type B may have a slightly lower risk of certain cardiovascular diseases than those with type A, although the evidence is still being studied. Then there's type AB, the rarest and most mixed blood type, found in only about 4 to 5% of the world's population. It combines traits from both A and B, higher clotting risk on one hand, and a somewhat different immune response on the other. Being rare doesn't make type AB better or worse. It simply means it has its own unique strengths and health considerations that scientists are still working to understand. Here's the important part. Your blood type is not your destiny. Think of it as a compass pointing toward your risks, not a verdict. For example, Someone with type A blood who eats well, gets regular cardiovascular checkups, and takes basic clot prevention steps can significantly lower their risk. Someone with type O who gets screened for H. pylori and takes care of their stomach health does the same thing for their own risk profile. This information isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to tell you exactly what to watch out for. So what's the takeaway? First, if you don't know your blood type, get tested. It's cheap, quick, and available at almost any clinic. That one simple piece of information could help you better understand certain health risks and make more informed decisions about your future. Second, once you know your type, build a screening plan around it with your doctor. Type A, prioritize heart and stomach cancer screening. Type O, watch your stomach health and get checked for H. pylori. Type B and AB, keep an eye on blood sugar and cognitive health as you age. Remember, these are risk patterns, not guarantees. They simply help you stay one step ahead. Third, none of this replaces the basics. Diet, exercise, quality sleep, stress management, and avoiding smoking are still the biggest factors that influence your long-term health. Your blood type may reveal more about your body than you ever expected, but it's your choices that shape your future. If this was useful, drop your blood type in the comments. Let's see what patterns show up. In the next video, I'm covering another surprising link between genetics and how long you live. Subscribe so you don't miss it. This is going to be a series. Stay healthy.